Mr. Peters from the Woodbury High School Media Center, and today we're going to look at some electronic resources we have available, and you guys hopefully will be able to access these to make your life a little bit easier as you continue to write your research paper. All right, we're going to go to Google Chrome, open that up, make it full screen. I'm going to type in Woodbury High School. Once there, we're going to go to the student drop-down menu, go to Media Center and click on Media Center Resources. So again, pretty easy to find. Once there, you're going to see what electronic resources we have available that you can use to write your paper. I also have some other things that might be of helpful or of use. We have a request form that you can use to get a new Chromebook or hotspot. Mac and Via is our new online resource that we can click on the link, choose Woodbury High School, and then put in your username and password if you want to access ebooks we have available. We're going to look at how to search for a library book in our library, because you guys can come into our library anytime, Monday through Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. and use our computers. You can check out books, find other resources that will make your life a little bit easier, ask questions of me. There's, again, a plethora of different things that you can use here, not only online but also in our library. All right, what if I want to know if there's a book available on my topic? I'm going to click on the Woodbury High School Library Search. This goes to the district website. Just simply click on our library. You're going to put in your search term. The example I'm going to use today is on the death penalty. I'm going to see if I have any books on the death penalty or capital punishment in our library. I click on keyword, and I have a number of results. You can then look through those. Key to this is looking at the call number and also seeing what's available. If you want to request a book that I will hold for you, you can simply email me and I can hold that book, or just come in again from 1 to 3 Monday through Thursday and I can help you find it if it's available. All right, and again, let's review. To get back to our resource page that we'll be using throughout the day, I'm going to simply just do a search for Woodbury High School. And then after that, we're going to click down the student drop-down menu to Media Center, and then click on Media Center Resources. All right, then I want you to scroll down to where we have our databases available. I'm going to have you look through a few of these today. Again, the reason we're using these compared to Google is that these resources have been reviewed. We know the information is true, and we want to get you using these databases versus just Google or other search engines. All right, I'm going to show you a few of these today. Again, these are the ones that I recommend that you use under Electronic Library of Minnesota, which is a free resource. Anybody's in Minnesota, these are free that you can access with no password or username. And also, SIRS Researcher is, again, a very reputable source of information, especially if you have pros and con arguments. And you're going to have to, though, if you're going to use SIRS, not only click on the link, but then use the username and password that we have available. All right, so let's go to Electronic Library of Minnesota, or you'll notice that I made quick links to those resources that I recommend. We're going to go to Points of View Reference Center first. All right, I'll log in again, scroll down, and I'm going to click on Points of View. Okay, once there, you'll notice that these are some of the major topics in the news today that high school kids are researching. You can scroll down and look at the Browse by category. All right, and if you want to click on more under a certain topic, you can see all the different things that they have available for you to research. I would recommend, though, that if we wanted to do this, we're going to do what is called an advanced search, because I can put in key terms and also limiters so I don't get too many results or not enough. All right. Once there, I can put in a number of different things. I can search by certain times that I want to do, say the last 10 years. I can do only PDF, full text articles, or I can just search and kind of see what my results are. And again, when using these databases, it's a lot of trial and error. It's not an exact science. Don't be frustrated if you don't get great results right away, but if you keep trying, you're going to get better at it and have more success. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in words that are going to help me find information on my topic. Again, I am against capital punishment or the death penalty. So the first thing I'm going to do, I recommend if you're going to use a compound word, I would put quotes around it. That way it will search for that word in the articles that are on our database. And again, you're searching millions of articles. So I'm going to start with capital punishment. And again, I put quotations around that. I could search just capital punishment, but the results may be too broad. So I'm going to put in an additional term. I'm going to use the word and I'm going to put in, let's see, a reason for or against capital punishment. Let's look at racial bias. Again, as you can tell, we're just going to try different terms. If they work, great. If not, I'm going to go back and I'm going to change those terms and hopefully find the resources I need. Okay, I'm going to search it. And you'll notice that I have a number of results. On the left-hand side, it shows that I have a points of view article, magazine articles, newspaper articles that I can then click on and use. I can start with the argument against capital punishment. It sounds like it might help me. All right, within that article, which is down below, I see that I have information that I'll browse through, hopefully find information that will help me with my research. Some of the tools that you'll be able to use that will be of great help. One, you can link to your Google Drive and then save these articles directly to Google Drive. If you want to come into the Media Center and print them, you can do that as well. But most importantly, though, always when you get to an article that you may or may not use, I would always cite it, which is clicking on Cite. I'm going to scroll down to MLA, which is the citation format we use at Woodbury High School. I would then copy and paste that information and put it into a Google Doc, and that way I know that I can access it later. All right? I can get the, okay, there we go. So then I would copy, paste that into a Google Doc, and again, I can find that article again if I need to. I know exactly the name of it, what resource I used, and who the author was of that particular article. Then if I use that for my paper, I have to give credit on the Works Cited page, and I have all that information already saved and ready to go. All right, let's go back to if I wanted to click on some magazine articles on that topic. My related information is on the left. And again, I can go through the articles, browse through the summary, and I can find information that will help me write my paper. All right, let's take a look at some other information that might be of help. I'm going to go back to the Media Center resource page. I have that saved already. Scroll down to databases again. And let's go to SIRS. And again, if we're using this, we need to use the username and password that is on the page that is saved. All right, it's MN 1840, and the password is 55016. All right, once to the page, you'll see again the trending topics. We're going to use advanced search. We're going to put in our key terms. And again, if we have a compound word, we want the search engine to, or the database to search. We're going to put those in quotations. So let's try it again. I'm going to put in capital punishment in quotes. I'm going to use the word and because I want to connect and use both those terms as it searches the database. And I use racial bias before. Let's put in mental disabilities. And again, I can search only newspapers, magazines, web sources. I can put in publication dates, see if I just want the last 5 years, or I'm going to leave it like this. And again, we can go back and switch it if we get too many or not enough. We have 80 run results. You can see how it's broken up. All right. Then I'm going to browse through the magazine articles here, and I'll see if there's something that can help me with my my paper. All right. All right. This is On Death Row with a Low IQ and New Hope for Reprieve. Open it up. You can take a look at the summary of the article. I can then go down, take a look at it, see if there's some facts that I can use defending my argument. And again, anytime I open up an article that I think I might use, I would always either save it to your cloud, your Google Drive, cite to source, click on cite. In SIRS, it automatically defaults to MLA. You can copy and then paste that into your works cited page or your Google Doc that you've opened up, just to make sure that you save those citations so if you can get back to those articles that you can use at a later date. All right. Let's go back again to the Media Center resource page. Again, I'm not doing this so you know how to find it again. You go to Woodbury High School, go to Students, drop-down menu, Media Center Resources. Then we scroll down to Databases. And again, the ones that I recommend, Electronic Library Minnesota. I've made quick links for you. Also the SIRS Researcher. We've looked at already points of view, SIRS. The one other that I'd like you to take a look at, let's take a look at the Galen Context to High School level database. Okay, this one is a little bit different to search. If I click on Advanced Search, it gives me search boxes and how you want the computer to search it. So again, I'm going to put in my terms again, starting with capital punishment. This is nice too because the computer will actually try to help you with spelling. I can then choose how I want it to search it. If I choose keyword, it's going to give me the results of that search. Probably the middle amount. Subject's going to be a defined amount less, but it's going to be on that particular subject matter. And if I want to expand my results, it's going to be entire document, which is going to be the most results, but again, maybe too broad. Let's start with keyword. I'll put in an additional term. Let's take a look at racial bias again. And again, what I would recommend also, if you find a good article that has given you information that you can help write your paper, look at some of the key terms in that article. And I think that will help you to find additional search terms or keywords that you can then use to find good information to write your paper. For this one, I'm just going to put in entire document. And as I said earlier, you can add additional term if you want. If you find not enough information, I'd go back and change these terms or how you want the computer to search it. If it's too broad, again, go back. Instead of entire document, you can change that to keyword. All right. Other limiters that we can use, I would say I would always put in full text documents. I can change the dates that I want it to search. Or I can start with that and then see what my results are, and if I want to go back to the advanced search and either change them or keep them the same. All right, you can see all the content types that I have found. All my reference articles. I can look at my academic journals, magazine articles. Click on those. This is an article on racial bias and capital sentencing. That sounds like something that might be of help. Once I click on that article, I'm going to go ahead and read through it. My key terms come up in red, as you'll notice that. Also on the right-hand side in this database, it gives me additional articles that are similar to the one that I just found. And you can find your citation on this one on the bottom of the article where you can select it and then paste it into your Works Cited page, or again, connect it to the Google Drive, your Google Drive, and that way you'll have it saved and don't have to worry about doing the citation piece right now. And again, if you want to come in and print these, get help from me, send me an email. You can always come in from 1 to 3, Monday through Thursday. We're open. If that time doesn't work out, let me know, and we can always find a different time that you can come in and get some help. If you're looking for my email, it's simply bpeters, P-E-T-E-R-S, at sawashco.org. Send me an email if you would have a question, need some help finding some resources. I hope this is helpful. I think it'll be a good start, but again, I don't want you to get frustrated if you can't find anything. Send me an email. I can always help you. Maybe you have to refine your topic if it's too difficult to find information or if it's too broad. Similar to what I've done. I can't just do it. If I did my paper just on capital punishment, I might get too much information. I've defined it using additional terms such as racial bias, mental disabilities, innocence. I could put in additional terms to hopefully refine my search topic so I can find information to help me write my paper. Again, hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or come into the Media Center and get some help, print some articles, ask questions, get print materials, whatever you need. All right, have a great day and good luck.